G Squared with Gary and Greg.
So the 2 next to the G is for squared?
I don't know, something like that. You're the one that's good at math. You got the college degree, so...
G squared. From a fine institution, let's not forget either.
Yeah. Shout out to, what is it, Cal State?
CSUSB, folks. Shout out to CSUSB, which everyone, of course, thinks is Santa Barbara, but it's really California State University, San Bernardino.
All right. Yeah, go Chicken Hawks or whatever their...
Yeah,
what is their
I
team?
don't think we had a team.
Oh,
of
okay.
any sort.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. A couple gun clubs, but no teams.
Of course.
Food for thought, Greg. A recent Gallup survey shows about 3 in 4 Americans hold some paranormal belief.
Paranormal belief? You mean as in like...
like ESP, ghosts, mental telepathy, clairvoyance, astrology, any of that stuff.
Shadow people. Well, I, as an avid listener to Coast AM overnight, as are many people who are shut-ins and who are insomniacs because of their mental illness and so forth, unemployed, whatnot. Listen to Coast AM overnight. They have a lot of the stuff about paranormal on there, and for a long time I've always kind of tended to really think that a lot of that stuff exists, like psychic phenomenon. That people can be psychics, that there are. Kind of other dimensions. Is that what that's what this is getting at, right? Like,
well, they said it pretty broadly. I mean, they kind of set it out that it's just as 3 in 4 Americans hold some paranormal belief. So yeah, it kind of stretches over into a lot of different things.
I guess it's like a lot of other things with me. It's like UFOs. It's like religion. It's like I just need something to prove it to me. If there's just all I need would be 1 or 2 things that would you could look at, see, hear, feel, touch, whatever. And in other words, if a psychic, somebody who says they're a psychic, came to me or I went to them or whatever, and they sat there and told me something that I absolutely know they could not have found out some other way and didn't do that. You've seen the psychic. You've probably seen the psychics on TV, right, or heard them where they're like, "Okay, Gary, let me get a reading off of you." Okay, I'm thinking somebody who passed, and they start rattling off these like.
Do you have someone in your life that's passed? Anyone ever? Has anyone ever died? Anyone you know? Have you ever seen TV?
Well, yeah, my dad's gone. My grandma.
Dad, definitely. I'm feeling a male presence. I'm feeling a male presence.
Yeah.
And so he was a man, right?
Oh, yeah.
There
he was, yeah.
Okay, and father figure to you? He was your father.
He was,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
He was a father figure to me.
I'm feeling him sending vibes of.
Oh, really?
Of son.
Yeah.
You were his son, right?
Yes, I was.
He told me that. He just.
Oh
told
my
me that.
God, you're
his
awesome.
son, and that that he wanted to let you know that everything's okay.
Oh,
now,
Dad.
I'm feeling something in terms of a name for him. His name was. Was it something to do with like Robert or?
Yes, it was. It was Robert.
It was Robert?
It was.
That's weird. I never get that on the first try. Anyway.
Wow. Damn, you are a psychic.
Yeah.
Wow. A fake psychic turned real. Now that's creepy. His name was Robert. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
No, he says Robert, my last name. And my brother is Robert III. And his dad was...
I guess it's remotely possible that in our years of knowing each other at some point in time that's one of those weird facts that popped out that I had no idea that I knew, because it's very unlikely that I just
But no, I believe that's what they do, though, with the psychics. They'll say, I'm getting a Kevin, yeah, it was Cameron, and you're like, so they just start throwing stuff out, and they sort of bait you and lead you along, and it's like, and then I love it when they're talking, but they've got to make sure that they're not going down the wrong road, so they'll say, I'm thinking about your grandma. Now, has she passed? They'll ask, it's like, so that you can say yes or no. Right. It's like, well, you're the goddamn psychic. Hopefully, if my grandma's still alive, you're not getting, she's not speaking to you from beyond the grave or something like that, because something's weird there. It's like, Grandma, how you doing? A psychic told me they were talking to you from beyond the grave. Are you leading like a double life, like both dead and alive life that I don't know about?
Well, interesting, ties into that. The next thing on there says, 75% of respondents did not appear to comprehend to the slightest degree what science involves or what scientists do or how they do it. However, simultaneously, 43% could correctly answer a very simple question about a correct experimental procedure, and 57% could correctly answer a very simple question about probabilities. So that goes right in line with what you were saying, too, about religion and everything like that. The fact is that no one can really prove or disprove a lot of that stuff, and a lot of it's just going to be what you believe. And we can argue all day long about whether or not my way's right or your way's right, and there's no way to prove it one way or the other.
Well, some things can't, at least as yet, can't be proved. There's a lot of theories, but there's some things that just simply can't. There's some things that can be proved. I mean, I think they're pretty sure that water is like H2O. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they're pretty comfortable with.
Well, no, but that goes back to the whole thing. How do you know what hydrogen is?
Well,
how does it? Because some scientists determine that this chemical compound is hydrogen, and you believe it, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of. I mean, this kind of. It all goes back to that.
Oh,
really. I mean,
man,
we don't really know.
This is getting too deep. Fire up the bong here, because this is getting way deep. Yeah. Oh, not bad. Not a bad bong. Now do one of your accents. Here's a Russian guy smoking a bong.
Oh, this is good.
That was better than the Japanese Russian we got the other day. But if you're a regular listener, you'll enjoy Gary's accents. They're an integral part of the fabric of our show.